Accomplishing 10 years of community projects, Honors College Connects unites motivated honors students with local nonprofit organizations to create lasting change. Reflecting on the experiences of our students, internal leaders, and nonprofit partners, the Honors 361 class proposes the following revisions to the nonprofit partner experience. Through changes to the application, timeline, and partnership expectations, we hope to strengthen HCC in a way that reflects the evolving needs of the Honors College and the local community.
Thank you for that amazing introduction, Sammy. This is Julia, and I'm going to be reflecting on the now with you, based on the human-centered design techniques we got to practice this past semester in Honors 361. First, let's talk the application. In the initial recruitment, we have 3 methods to recruit nonprofits. First, the Leadership Fairfax Institute or LFI unselected applications. Second, the online portal application on the Honors College website, which was started about 3 to 4 years ago. And third, through the end of year spring exhibition, where Honors College Connects invites nonprofits. So let's talk the application. We have found that the LFI and online portal application questions are not clear enough, especially in regards to how the student leadership team will respond to the nonprofit. Additionally, it does not mention the request for further information through scheduled phone or in-person interviews with the executive board. Second, let's talk the interview process. If you couldn't tell, the system of recruiting nonprofit projects is extremely front-loaded at the start of the semester, which causes a heavy burden for the executive board members, especially when the e-board does not have direct access to the submitted applications and must reach out to Honors College faculty, which in turn may contribute to the loss of project applications and delayed response from the e-board to the nonprofits. Third, let's talk selection process. While this selection process is positive for the student participants at the first official HCC meeting in mid-fall, it can be a frustrating time for nonprofits and executive board members. Also, the turnaround from phone and in-person interviews to the start of the semester is quick. While this process is going, the executive board is also in the process of recruiting HCC students, preparing for the first meeting, and incorporating new members to the executive board. During this chaotic time, there can be a lapse in communication with the nonprofits. For example, the submission of the application to the assignment of student teams can be up to 3 months, and once again, it says this nowhere on the LFI and online portal applications. This may cause the nonprofits to believe their application has been rejected before student participants have even selected which nonprofit they want to work with. Additionally, the rapid pace of the nonprofit selection can lead to the selection of projects that are vague or of an overwhelming scope. In both scenarios, the student participants may be confused about the project, which can lead to a slow start to the project. So how can we address these 3 things? Application, interview, and selection process. In addition to responding in a timely manner, the application could be edited to include expectations of the nonprofit university partnership and get the nonprofit excited about becoming a partner of HCC. It may also help the HCC e-board to have a direct application where they can immediately receive nonprofit applications. So in summary, what have we learned? While we need to communicate in a timely manner with the nonprofit in both the application and interview, our goals, expectations, and timeline of HCC to better establish credibility with our nonprofit community and begin the relationship with our nonprofit partners from a point of transparency. Now I'll pass it on to Emma, who will explain our proposed nonprofit structure, addressing some of these insights.
The new structure of our nonprofit interaction will allow the program to work with more projects each year and form stronger bonds with our nonprofit partners. Each semester will have 2 phases running simultaneously. One will be the scoping phase, run by the paid student leadership and the Honors College staff members. In this phase, the nonprofits will apply, be interviewed, chosen or deferred, and the chosen projects will go through the initial scoping and refinements. The second will be the execution phase. For the projects that were accepted and scoped in the previous semester, the Honors 261 class will receive a report detailing the relevant background information and points of interest for the project. They will then work with the nonprofit to complete the project under the mentorship of the paid student leadership. This 2-semester approach will not slow down the project completion timeline from what the nonprofits are used to. There has been some concern raised about transferring the projects between student groups. These concerns will hopefully be mitigated by the end-of-phase reports and continuity in the leadership. Additionally, this is one of the concerns that the leadership will be revisiting each year. In between academic semesters, the Honors College staff will be advertising the program with local nonprofit leaders. timing will correspond to the fiscal year of our nonprofit partners, which should make the process easier on them and increase the number of applicants for us. The application being filled out by our nonprofit partners is also being redone. Based on feedback gathered in the interviews, the questions have been revised to better reflect the information that is needed to start the projects and prevent common problems. This will shorten the interviewing and scoping process. The application will also be posted year-round on a forum that allows the student leadership of the program to access the applications. The interviews revealed that both members of the program and nonprofit partners had issues about the accountability of the program. To better address that issue, a memorandum of understanding has been drafted for both parties to sign. This will clearly outline the responsibilities of each party and plan for the semester. The final addition to the program will be the days of service. These will be days that are open to the whole of the Honors College, which the program organizes to support our nonprofit partners with a brief task. This should help to maintain and improve relationships with our nonprofit partners and encourage Honors College students to apply to the program.
After interviewing multiple nonprofits that have worked with HCC over the years, we were able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of the current program and create a plan to attack problem areas such as communication in the application process. Communication is a crucial element to successful projects, and many of the nonprofits felt as though their expectations were not being met and that there was not efficient communication or a direct point of contact. The application process was seen as simple and easy, but maybe too simple. The questions were not specific enough to fully understand the expectations and ideas of the nonprofits. This also affected the students because the desired amount of time dedicated to the project ideas, and the overall goal of the project was not always clear. By creating a course out of HCC program, the projects will plan to be only a semester long, and the application process will reflect this. There will be more in-depth questions to help identify the nonprofit's main goal and ideas for the project. The course will also have a professor as direct contact to allow the nonprofits regular updates on the projects and help keep the students on track.
To wrap up this presentation, it's important to mention a few points to watch out for in the coming year with regard to our proposal. The first of which is the influx of nonprofits, particularly for the spring semester. The LFI has a set timeline for when they send applications to nonprofits and when they accept or decline these applications. As of right now, they do have a system in place that provides nonprofits to us to work with for the fall semester, but not for the spring. This leads us into the second point to watch out for, and that is to keep a lookout and try to come up with better ways to find nonprofits to work with, other than just relying on the LFI and our online portal. My group and I would like to thank you for taking your time out, and we are more than happy to take any of your questions, comments, or concerns that you may have about our proposal.